Hey everyone, this is the old man. We're going to play Star Trek The Next Generation Pinball. This is what is, I hope, to be the first in many Let's Plays that I want to be doing. Oh hey, alright. Already got Lieutenant and I get to do a mission. Anyway, Star Trek The Next Generation Pinball, probably not the most visually exciting game to be playing for Let's Play, but this is sort of a test LP, messing around with volume settings, messing around with everything, seeing, because I'm doing this right off my PS4, and I don't really know what I'm doing, so this is sort of a test. So if you'll forgive it, if you're watching this video and you're like, wow, this really sucks, well, it's my first one, so cut me some slack, man. What the heck? Anyway, this is off of, like I said, this is PS4. This is off of a program, the Pinball Arcade app that's in, it's on the PlayStation Network store, and it was free. You get one table for free, and it's called Arabian Nights or something like that. And I played that, and it's alright. But they had this Star Trek The Next Generation one, and I loved it. I'll get into that in a little bit later. Basically, there's a lot of different tables that you can choose from to buy. You can preview some of them. As you can see, I think the graphics on the tables are amazing. I think the ball physics are great. There's not really, in my opinion, anything to complain about. If you liked all these old, they're Williams tables from back in the day. If you liked all this stuff, this is definitely it. I mean, it's not as good as having an actual table naturally, but it's definitely the next best thing. The only problem I see with this is it's really expensive. Just getting this table was $5, and getting the rest of the tables, I mean, the season packages can be upwards of $30. Individual tables can be anywhere from $5 to $7. Son of a gun. And that's kind of pricey. I mean, I've always loved pinball, but I am not that much of a pinball fanatic to be wanting to spend, son of a gun, spending $30 on virtual tables. But the reproductions are great, and I think that's great. Good luck. So if I think it's too expensive, why did I buy this one? Well, the reason is nostalgia, like anything else that's on the internet. My family used to go to Ocean City, New Jersey on vacation, and it was me and my mom and my cousin and my aunt and all them, grandma and grandpa. And oh my word, I'm not a pinball wizard, as you can see. Not a pinball wizard. Anyway, we used to go to Ocean City, New Jersey, and go on the boardwalk and the beach, and we did this every year. This was in the early 90s, like 1990 to 95 or so. And it was always really fun, and I loved it. I was a kid, you know, I was just about to be a teenager in teenage years then, and so you could go on the boardwalk and do shopping and everything, and our hotel room that we stayed in was literally right on the boardwalk. You got up, you got out of your room, you walked down a little bit, and there you were on the beach on the boardwalk. And this was in the 90s, so golly, this was in the 90s, so the boardwalk was pretty much a combination of, it was like pizza shop, arcade, surf shop, pizza shop, arcade, and was great with me. I mean, I loved all the arcades, and they always had a great selection of cabinets, classic ones, new ones at the time. Oh my word, come on. Had some Street Fighter, that was big, that was 92. Lots of pinball tables, and it was just great. So my usual thing would be to wake up in the morning and grab a fistful of cowboy cookies that my grandmother had made and eat those for breakfast, and then go play games. Yes, I'm a lieutenant. Awesome. Which mission should I do? Let's do Time Rift, I guess. Doesn't really matter. So I would go and I would play, and almost one of the arcades had this table, Star Trek The Next Generation, and I was just getting into, this was 92, 93 or so, and I was just getting into Star Trek The Next Generation. It was at the height of its popularity, and I loved this table, and I still do, and I would go and play it every morning. And I would also play the Empire Strikes Back, the vector graphics one. And that was always fun. So when I saw this table on there, I was like, $5? Yeah, I can spend $5 to play this table again. And I still, Lieutenant Commander, dang, I'm on fire. And I still do. I like it, and I still like playing it, and I'm glad that I found it on here. And so that's cool. This particular table, as far as what's unique about it, you can see that there's these two sort of like claw-looking things. Oh, for fudge. There's these two claw things on the side that you can see there, and sometimes when you have to, it'll make the ball go in there and you shoot it at some of the targets. It doesn't have sort of the pull mechanism. I'm talking with my hands and you can't see that. It doesn't have a pull mechanism. If you can see here, I'll start it again. It has that little trigger there that again I pointed to. And you just pull the trigger and it starts, and you have different options. So we're gonna start a mission. And the missions are, I mean, they say different things, like this is a rescue one, but really they just boil down to shooting the ball in the right hole, and that's kind of it. But that's what pinball is for the most part. And there's also, this is of course one of the newer tables that has the display there, the sort of the digital, not just the LED lights, but you know, that whole thing. And so you get to do the missions, and there's even like a little mini game on it, a shuttle mini game that you use the flippers to pilot a shuttle back and forth and avoid the mines and get score and stuff. And that's kind of a cool extra. You go up in rank in this game if you hit the right targets, and the rank adds to your end of ball bonus. The missions end to your end of ball bonus. And I think there's a couple where you have to fight the Borg, because they got that Season 7 Borg ship. Yes, another rank. And see, these are all the missions, and they really, I mean, there's not really that much difference between them because you're just shooting the ball in the right holes. So this one is, you know, I have to explore the galaxy, so I have to get it into the appropriate flashing thing if I pay attention to what I was doing. And yeah, and that's it. So there's a lot of different ones, and I quite like this one. End of ball bonus. The one thing I have noticed about this particular table is that the scoring seems to be really high. Usually you're getting, yeah, Lieutenant Commander, all right. I'm way more excited about that than I should be. What was I saying? The scoring's high. That's right. Sorry. You're getting into the 100 millions. High scores typically reach, if the high scores on here are 2 billion, which seems high for a pinball game. Usually you're lucky if you get, you know, a couple million. I guess that's some of the old tables, but and I haven't beaten the high score on this. Like I said, as you can see, I am not a pinball wizard, and I think that's what, 3 run-throughs, Lieutenant Commander, warps. And so that's it. This is, like I said, this is sort of a test LP to check everything. Final score is 263 million. Not bad. If you've watched this video, thank you for watching. I apologize that it's not terribly exciting, but hopefully we'll have more to come. Thank you very much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video, and come back and see me.